All right, we'll be taking the same measurement with our wadding, okay? The same measurement we have in our fabric is also the same measurement we'll be measuring our wadding, okay? So we'll be keeping this on our side. Now let's move to the sewing machine. Okay, before we go to machine, the last pleat, which is the 36 inches, the last pleat, we'll not be doing it. We'll not be doing it like this, okay? We'll not be sewing it this way. Rather, we'll sew it. We'll fold the fabric. We'll fold the fabric like this. This is it. We'll fold it like this. Then insert. Fold it like this, take it to the sewing machine, run from one end to the other, then flip it to the back side. When you flip it to the right side of the fabric, then you insert your wadding. Your wadding, you fold it into equal parts, then you sew it from one end to the other. After you're done with that, you insert it right inside your wadding. Okay, all right, let's get to the machine so that I'll direct you or show you how to do it properly. Okay, all right, let's start measure. This is the measurement for the base, the round base. Okay, so we'll be taking 25 inches. 25 inches. Are you seeing it? 25 inches for the head circumference. You fold 1 inch or half an inch inside, then you fold it again, okay? Half an inch inside, then you fold it again and take it to your sewing machine. You sew. Please ensure you're sewing from this down part of your fabric, okay? Let me do it properly so that you see it well. You fold it again. Ensure you're sewing from the down part of this fabric. That is this place. I'll be sewing from here. Here. I'll be from one end to the other end of the fabric. All right, I'll do this off my camera. All right, I'll be making the second pleat. You pick from here, then move it to the front. Okay, my picking, let me take the measurement. Let me take measurements. I'll be picking 2 inches from the sewn parts. Okay, 2 inches from the sewn parts. This is it. Then you move it. Ensure it is covering the thread. Then move it to this side. Now, the pleating depends on how bold you want yours to be and how tiny you want it to be. Now, if you want yours to be very tiny, you take it, you place it here, okay? But if you don't want it very tiny, you can keep it, you stop it here so that the pleating will be bold. But I don't want a bold one. I want it just moderate. I want the pleats moderate, not big, not small, just moderate. So I'll be sewing down. Please ensure you sew down, not up, okay? This is, if you feel it, you'll see the previous edge of the fabric. This is the previous pleat we did. This is the edge, so you feel it with your hands. That's the part will be sewing downward, so that while I'm sewing downward, so that when I'm making the next pleat will be able to cover the thread part. Okay, so if you don't sew it to this downside, if you take your sewing to this upside, you will end up spoiling your fabric and you end up making your thread to be visible. Okay, stay tuned while I sew this off my camera. All right, I'll be making the third pleat, which is here. See how this is the 2 inch. Okay, I won't be measuring it because of our time. I don't want this video to be that lengthy. So now you keep doing it till you achieve 6 numbers of pleats. All right, I'll be sewing this off my camera just the same way I did the previous pleats. This is the 6th pleat, which is the last one I'll be making. See how beautiful the pleats are, very neat. So you keep doing it that way till you achieve your 6 pleats. Okay, you can still end it in 5 pleats if you want. You can still work with 4 pleats. You can still work with 3 pleats depending on what you want. But for the sake of today's tutorial, we'll be working with 6 pleats. Okay. Okay, the next thing we'll be doing, if you have your... All right, this is what we have. So you can choose to add your lining to it if you don't want it to remain like this. If you want to pad it, as in if you want a lining, you can add your lining. Now the measurement for the lining, I'll be working with this since I'm done with it. Okay, since I'm done with this my pleated turban, I will start from this edge. Okay, you measure it. That's the length of the lining I'll be cutting. Okay, so I'll be working with 12 inches. 12 inches by still the 25 inches. Okay, our lining will be working with 12 inches for the lining. This is the lining I'll be using. It mustn't be the same color. Okay, it mustn't be the same color, but if you actually have the same color of your fabric you're using, you are good to go with it. But if you don't have the same color of fabric, but you can go with any one you come across. Okay, so we'll be cutting 25 inches for the head circumference, which is here. Here, you mark with your chalk or you cut it straight. Then the length is, then the width is 12 inches. Okay, hope you understand. This is a lining. I'm working with the lining. 12 inches for the length by 25 inches for the head circumference. Okay, this is the lining. So now I'll merge it like this. Please watch closely. This is the right side of the fabric, and here is the wrong side of the fabric. All right, let me take you to the sewing machine so that you understand. Wait though. All right, now, so you flip to the wrong side of your fabric, okay? That is your pleated turban. You flip it to the wrong side, and now I'll bring in my lining. Now, this is how to fix your lining. Your lining will be facing this way. Hope you're seeing it this way. Then it will be coming on top of this first thread you have. On top of this first thread you have, then you pull this one backward. You pull this one backward and place it just that place you have your thread. Hope you're seeing me very well.